Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you watch this video, I hope you are on a good condition. You are fine today. Uh, for now, untuk kali ini, we are on the first topic. Kita akan ke topik yang pertama, yaitu is about a recommendation or suggestion. Rekomendasi atau saran. Di materi kali ini kita akan belajar bagaimana how we can express our suggestion to other, or maybe how to ask someone suggestion or recommendation. Nanti akan diputarkan video yang akan menerangkan how we can express that our suggestion or our recommendation, but not me, tapi tidak saya, nanti teman saya, her name is Jade. Nanti Jade akan menerangkan bagaimana ekspresi mengungkapkan rekomendasi atau saran ya. But before we start, I want you to subscribe this channel, like, comment with your name and class, okay? Dan juga kalau kamu khawatir dengan kuota internet kamu takut terkuras, kamu bisa menurunkan resolusinya jadi yang paling rendah ya. Dan juga jangan lupa catat nanti expression apa yang dijelaskan atau apa saja yang dijelaskan sama teman saya yang namanya Jade. Okay, are you ready? Let's get started.
Hello, I'm Jade. What we're talking about today is suggestions, giving advice to people. And we have one question to work with, which is, what should I do when visiting London? Well, I am a Londoner. I can give you some advice about that. So we'll look at the grammar structures you can use for giving advice, and a little bit later some phrases you can use if you need to give somebody advice. So the first way to do it, you should go on the London Eye, and in this grammar structure what we're using is should plus bare infinitive. Should, bare infinitive, and then you can just finish the sentence. Here's another option. You should walk along the river. We can do that anywhere, not specifically London. Let's take a look now at the second way to give suggestions. How about, you can start a sentence with how about. How about going for a stroll? A stroll is a very slow, relaxed kind of walk. Actually, I do really like walking around places, the countryside and the city, so I would recommend that. When we're using how about, the grammar is different. We use verb plus ing, and the other word for that is the gerund form. How about, verb plus ing. So how about going for a stroll, or how about watching a musical? A lot of people do that when they come to London. They go to the theatre and watch a show. Suggestion number 3 for grammar. Why don't you? Why don't you? We use a negative to stress the great suggestion that we're making. Why don't you go to Madame Tussauds? A very popular tourist destination in London that personally I just don't get. Why would you pay to go and look at waxwork models of random famous people from anywhere in the world that don't have anything to do with London? Sorry if you like that, I just personally don't get it. Why don't you go to? If we're using why don't you, we have the subject, why don't you? So it might be why doesn't he, or why don't they, and then bare infinitive. Why doesn't he go to Madame Tussauds, for example? You could say that. And the fourth structure for making a suggestion is the second conditional, and we'd usually use this phrase. If I were you, I'm imagining me being you visiting London. If I were you, I would have tea at the Ritz. The Ritz is a famous hotel in London. You can go for afternoon tea, you can have champagne and scones or scones, and you can have a lovely time at the Ritz. So how do we make the second conditional? We have the past simple, but you can just learn this phrase, if I were you, followed by would and bare infinitive. Would, bare infinitive there. And yeah, there are 4 different ways to make suggestions in grammar.
Okay, we have learned how to express our recommendation or our suggestion by Miss Jane. Kita sudah belajar bagaimana kita mengungkapkan saran atau rekomendasi kita untuk orang lain. Jangan lupa yang tadi kalian tulis nanti submitkan di Google Classroom, nanti kirimkan. See you next video. Kita jumpa lagi di pertemuan selanjutnya. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.